Daily News Brief is here sharp, short, and to the point. Subscribe now to stay in the loop. Here are the brief highlights of today's top stories. Rupee plunges to all-time low on steep U.S. tariffs, logs fourth month of loss. Is my neighbor allowed to park in front of my house? Here's what Colorado law says. MAGA loses it after Minneapolis mayor's emotional speech on shooting. Tina Smith had no patience for the health secretary's suggestion that antidepressants were behind the school shooting in Minnesota. 27-year-old who died after paddleboarding rescue at Headlands Beach identified as City of Cleveland employee. LA teen allegedly beaten by classmate with brass knuckles as bully's mom watched. New Jersey's massive American Dream Mall sued for selling clothes on a Sunday. Major grocery chain to lay off nearly 1,000 workers amid store closure plans. CDC official makes shocking confession about RFK Jr.'s intel. Pakistan says floods made worse by Indian action. Giant, mutant blobs found floating through U.S. waterways. Officials have now worked out what they are. I was earning $300,000 at Google and saving for early retirement, then I quit for a more flexible life. It changed how I view success. Phillips 66 to begin winding down Los Angeles area refinery next week, sources say. Breaking down rumor Trump only has 6 to 8 months to live. Scientists discover natural compounds found in popular hot drink that protect brain against Alzheimer's. India's push for ethanol mixed fuel sparks driver backlash, leaves carmakers scrambling. Now, let's dive deeper into the details. The Indian rupee plunged to a record low against the United States dollar due to new tariff concerns. These new United States tariffs on Indian goods are expected to negatively impact economic growth. Economists predict these tariffs could reduce India's GDP growth by up to 80 basis points this year. This decline marks the rupee's fourth consecutive month of losses and the biggest single-day drop in months. In Colorado, parking on the street in front of a residence is generally permitted, even if you do not live there.
However, parking is prohibited within 5 feet of a driveway, except for loading and unloading purposes, according to Colorado law.
Vehicles also cannot be parked on sidewalks, grass strips, medians, or within 15 feet of a fire hydrant.
While courtesy is encouraged, Fort Collins acknowledges that street parking is for everyone and not exclusively for residents.
Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey responded emotionally to a school shooting where 2 children died and 17 were injured.
Frey emphasized the inadequacy of simply offering thoughts and prayers, highlighting the victims were already praying in church.
Many on the political right misconstrued his words as an attack on faith and criticized him harshly online.
Some even resurfaced images of Frey mourning George Floyd to further criticize his response to the tragedy.
Senator Tina Smith strongly criticized Health and Human Services Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr. for his comments.
Kennedy suggested that antidepressants may have been a factor in the tragic Minneapolis school shooting.
Smith challenged Kennedy to face the grieving community and repeat his unsubstantiated claims.
The senator firmly stated that Kennedy should be dismissed from his position for his remarks.
Ellen Baker, a 27-year-old City of Cleveland employee, tragically died after a paddleboarding incident.
The incident occurred on Sunday at Headlands Beach State Park when Baker went underwater outside the designated swimming area.
First responders rescued Baker and transported her to a hospital, but she passed away Monday morning.
The Lake County coroner is currently investigating the circumstances surrounding Baker's death.
A 12-year-old student named Damien was allegedly attacked with brass knuckles at school.
The attack reportedly occurred during the first week of classes at James A. Fauché Learning Center.
Damien claims he was pulled from class by the bully and then ambushed.
The bully's mother allegedly supplied the brass knuckles and watched the assault.
American Dream Mall in New Jersey is being sued for violating Bergen County Blue laws.
These laws prohibit the sale of non-essential items, like clothing and furniture, on Sundays.
Paramus officials argue American Dream had agreed to abide by these regulations upon opening.
However, American Dream claims the laws do not apply to them due to their location on state property.
Kroger is laying off nearly 1,000 corporate employees amid store closure plans.
These layoffs do not affect store, manufacturing, or distribution center employees.
Kroger plans to reinvest savings into lower prices and new store locations.
The grocery chain will also create additional jobs at the store level.
Dr. Demeter Daskalakis revealed that Robert Kennedy Jr. has not been briefed by scientists at the Centers for Disease Control.
Daskalakis, a former high-level official at the Centers for Disease Control, resigned this week citing concerns about the agency.
He publicly questioned whether Kennedy has ever received briefings on important diseases like measles and COVID-19.
Daskalakis expressed concern that Kennedy relies on information from sources other than Centers for Disease Control experts.
Torrential monsoon rains have devastated India and Pakistan, with Pakistan experiencing its worst flooding in nearly 4 decades.
Pakistan alleges that India exacerbated the flooding by suspending a river-sharing treaty and due to damage to the Madhepur barrage.
This lack of cooperation limited Pakistan's ability to prepare for and mitigate the impact of the overflowing rivers.
While India claims to have sent flood warnings, Pakistan maintains that crucial data sharing has ceased since the treaty suspension.
The gelatinous blobs found in United States waterways are colonies of invertebrate organisms called bryozoans.
These bryozoan colonies, often described as mutant brains or cursed gummy bears, consist of thousands of tiny zooids.
Although appearing strange, these colonies are harmless and play a vital role in filtering and cleaning freshwater ecosystems.
Individual zooids are minuscule, but together they form large colonies that can exceed 1 foot in width.
Jim Tang, a former Google software engineer, left his high-paying job to pursue a more fulfilling life.
Despite earning a substantial salary of $326,000, he felt unfulfilled by corporate work.
After a period of leave and a breakup, Tang resigned and embraced the digital nomad lifestyle in Asia.
He now prioritizes fulfillment over financial independence and enjoys a more flexible and purposeful routine.
Phillips 66 will initiate the closure of its Los Angeles refinery as early as next week.
This closure will impact California, the most populous United States state, and its gasoline supply.
The refinery, with approximately 600 employees and 300 contractors, will begin idling units by the fourth quarter of 2025.
2 refineries closing in California, including this one, represent about 20% of the state's gasoline supply.
A viral video sparked rumors about President Donald Trump having only 6 to 8 months to live due to alleged heart and kidney issues.
The White House physician confirmed President Trump is in excellent health and addressed the rumors surrounding his swollen ankles and bruised hand.
The video creator, a physical therapist, based their claims on observations of President Trump but lacks medical expertise to make such a diagnosis.
The White House confirmed President Trump has chronic venous insufficiency, a common condition, but denied other health concerns.
Researchers have identified 2 natural compounds, nicotinamide and epigallocatechin gallate, that may reverse brain cell aging.
These compounds, found in vitamin B3 and green tea, help restore energy production in brain cells and improve protein cleanup.
The study found that these compounds restored energy levels in aged neurons, enhancing their ability to clear amyloid protein clusters.
This improved energy metabolism and clearance of amyloid beta could offer a new path toward treating Alzheimer's disease.
India has fully transitioned to E20 fuel, a blend with 20% ethanol, aiming to reduce emissions.
This shift has sparked backlash from drivers concerned about potential negative impacts on older vehicles, particularly fuel efficiency.
Automakers have offered inconsistent guidance on E20 compatibility, leading to confusion and frustration among consumers.
The government maintains that E20 is beneficial but acknowledges potential minor effects on older car performance, as legal challenges arise.
Thank you for listening. Stay informed, stay aware, and join us again for more updates that matter. Until next time.